college teams to some of the individual awards and one player standing alone.
I am a defensive stopper.
One of the best defensive players in the nation, Mother by Lauren Betts. Lauren Betts said, oh no.
Lauren is dominant.
She is a dominating force on both sides of the court.
Oh, that's so explosive.
I think she's a generational player. Look at the footwork. Super quick spin move there. She is a post who try to compete within the post.
She's unstoppable down in the post.
So
now we have a B10 interview. I know some yesterday. We all understand that. And my favorite number one player for UCLA is, can't believe that she'll be leaving here. And of course, now we have a chance to get out there like a big interview. And I know this was yesterday. Once again, can't believe the whole team's really going to miss her, especially Lauren Betts, of course. And certainly, and right now we have Lauren Betts will be joining us. And let's listen into what she had to say. I know this is her final season on our team, but we're all gonna miss her when she leaves. But you know,
think of all the great players in the history
and everything. She's a defensive player of the year and player of the year.
Yeah, it's an honor. I'm truly in shock. Like, I'm just so thankful and so grateful for this amazing program who has done so much for me and put me in this position. Yeah, I mean, to hear everything that you guys were saying is just, like, surreal. I mean, it's still early in the morning. I'm still processing all of this. Like, it's crazy.
I know there's still a couple chapters to be written, so it's kind of an awkward spot to say, hey, let's do a little retrospective here, but this might be the only time I have to talk to you, so I'm going to do a little retrospective here. It's an amazing journey that you've had, right? You think about starting your career at Stanford. You were back up to one of the best players in the country. You end up transferring, and now here you are with a chance maybe to be National Player of the Year, maybe to be #1 pick in the WNBA draft, perhaps to be a national champion. What are you proudest of in your journey?
Yeah, I think, you know, my mental growth that I've had to have these past 4 years. I mean, coming from my freshman year where I didn't play a lot, you know, I think I learned a lot that year, and I think it took a lot of me to really just, like, grow up and, you know, try to find like the character within me that like I wasn't going to give up and I was going to keep working hard. So I think to get to this point and to be in the position that I am, like it took a lot of growth, and I'm just really proud of how I've never given up and the people that have continuously helped me throughout the season, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them.
You know, it's interesting. You've talked a lot about mental health, and you just kind of alluded to it there, talking about mental growth, but you took a break your sophomore year to address mental health concerns, spoke really openly about it. What did you learn from that part of your journey that you can share with others in an effort to help them?
I think that it's okay to be vulnerable. You know, I think especially in sports, it's really common for athletes to kind of, you know, take a lot of their problems that they have and hold it with shame and not want to talk about it because we're just seen as like supposed to be tough all the time and just hold that all in. But I think that, you know, it only takes like one person to finally come out and be vulnerable and share their story for others to feel like safe and comfortable being in that position. So I think for me, like I've just learned that, you know, for younger girls, I want them to be able to have someone to look up to who has dealt with the same thing they have, so that moving forward, they can feel that, you know, it's okay to have the emotions that they're having. But yeah, I think, you know, vulnerability has been the biggest piece to this journey for me.
You've spoken a lot about Corey Close and how she helped you and changed the way you view life. You said that recently. How has she changed the way you view life?
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, going back to like the mental aspect, Coach Corey has always said that, you know, vulnerability for me is really important, and knowing that like I don't have to hold shame for the feelings that I have. And she's, you know, she's throughout the 4 years just always told me like, you know, I will always be a safe place for you. You can continue, like you can have those conversations with me. You're safe, like this program loves you, and that like we want the bad and the good. And they've never shamed me for my emotions and my feelings. Like they want to grow with me, and I think they don't hold it against you here. And that's what I love so much about this program, is that they really do accept all of you here, which is something we always say.
Well, again, you're to be commended for all of that, and I think for being as open as you have about it. I know it has helped a lot of people. You've also, of course, had incredible success on the court, and I do want to turn to that now. I mean, you think about this team, you got 6 seniors on this team. The window here is really open for UCLA to have a historic season, to do something that hasn't been done, to win an NCAA women's basketball championship. You guys made it to the Final Four last year, first time for an NCAA Final Four for UCLA. How would you characterize the conversations for this group of seniors as you entered this year and thought about the possibilities that were ahead of you?
I mean, I think what is crazy is that most of us know, obviously, like, we're all seniors. I mean, this is our last chance to really, like, make the most of the season and do what we've always wanted to do. But I don't think we look at it that way, and we don't say that out loud. I mean, every single day, we're just always competing to try to be the best version of ourselves. To go into practice, we hold each other accountable. We just want to get better. And I think that, you know, what has made this season so special is that we truly do go into every single game, regardless of who we're playing, and just wanting to compete. So I think moving forward, we're going to continuously just do that. I mean, I think going into March, obviously the stakes are high, but like, we're just going to continue to take it game by game and stay present and just keep moving forward. But yeah, this group of girls is so special. I mean, so selfless, just such maturity. It's been really, really fun.
And I think that's evidence to those of us who watch you from afar, Lauren. I mean, I would just even go to post-game interviews like to you or Kiki. Very often we'll see the entire team gathered around, right? You can kind of see that selflessness and the close-knit nature of this team. It's a weird time in college athletics. I mean, not all of you came in together on the senior class, yourself included, obviously. How do you create that close-knit nature in a sport, in a world where it's a little bit itinerant, people coming and going?
That is very true. I think that, you know, I've never experienced a team like this where I can, like, clearly say that every single person on this team has the same focus and same goal for the end of the season. I mean, I think that, you know, year by year you find, you know, there's like a mix of like emotions and like, oh, well, you know, I want to play more, I want to do this. Like, truly, I can say every single person on this team wants the best for everyone, and we just want to win at the end of the day, because we know that, you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter when we're in, you know, when we have rings on our finger, how many minutes you played, how many points you scored. You're going to remember the journey. You're going to remember, like, how, you know, all the amazing time that you had, how much you were there for your teammates. Like, that's what we try to remember at the end of the day. And I think that's, you know, the focus that we've had throughout the season.
Talk about those special relationships. There's one that I have to believe is particularly special for you on this team, and that is the fact you got to share this year with your sister Sienna, who's a freshman. I know she had some hesitations of joining you at UCLA initially. You kind of had to talk her into, hey, this will be okay. What has it been like to share this part of the journey, this last chapter of your college journey with her?
Man, it's been really cool. It's kind of crazy that, you know, we're already in March and it's all coming to an end soon. But I think that, you know, Sienna has been such an amazing freshman this year. I mean, I think that the way that she's been able to put her head down and just work, regardless of how many minutes she's playing, like, she has this confidence about her that, like, you're not going to tell me the type of player I am. Like, I know I can do this. I know I can do that. And, you know, she's helped me a lot. I mean, I think as a leader, like, having to, you know, create close relationships with the freshmen and wanting to help them through this journey, because it's really hard being a freshman. But yeah, Sienna's been so amazing, and to have my sister out there who I can just say anything at the end of the day and I know she's going to listen, I think it just makes it a lot easier for me.
One last question for you, and you kind of touched on this, but I'd love to ask you to elaborate. I mean, you talk about being present and being in the moment. I mean, we all kind of know what the goal is of trying to win a national championship. I'm interested in how you handled the Big Ten tournament. Because, you know, look, obviously you'd love to win the conference. You already won the regular season, went undefeated. You'd love to win the conference tournament as well. But the ultimate goal is the national championship. And so how do you kind of balance that ultimate goal with this tournament that's in between?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to take this day by day. You know, it starts with our first game when we get there. So that's going to be our big focus for right now, just trying to go 1-0. And yeah, I mean, obviously we all, won a national championship at the end of the day, and we talk about that. But I mean, we got to conquer this Big Ten tournament first. So, we would feel unsatisfied if we went there and didn't win it. And, we knew that we weren't totally focused on that. So we're going to go into it wanting to dominate that tournament, and we're going to do that. So I'm excited.
Well, we are looking forward to seeing you in Indy. It's been a real pleasure to follow you and this team here this year. You have done such a great job of representing your university. Congratulations on all your success, and we look forward to seeing what the postseason holds for the Bruins.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And that was my favorite player, Lauren Betts.
Lots more awards on the way.